Hi, my name's Renee West. I have been part of CONVO Church since June of 2021, and this is my giving testimony. I used to view giving as what I could scrounge up in my couch. My ex-husband would not allow me to tithe, so I scrounged up what I could from the couch. I viewed my giving as what I could give of myself, so I volunteered in the coffee area of my church. I volunteered as a greeter in my church, so it was always what I could give back of what I had. I did know about tithing and generosity, and again, I was not able to give what I wanted to. My generosity was based off of what I could give of myself and still maintain a safe environment at home. So I gave as much as I could at that time initially. It has drastically changed. I had a positive outlook on giving of myself, giving of my time, giving of my finances, giving of the resources that I had. I had a positive outlook on it, and I wanted that for myself. I wanted to be able to adhere to that. Before I was able to trust God with that, it was very chaotic, very dependent upon behavior of other people for my safety, and that I felt like I had to sneak tithing in, that I had to sneak offering in. I couldn't overtly do it. I couldn't do it to where my partner could see it. So it became really more of a kind of balancing act to be able to do that and still maintain that safety. So that's the old way. Yeah. So after I was able to leave that relationship and I moved to Reno, was able to finally start really tithing, really giving that 10%. I did automatic 10%, and then I felt God calling me to do more. Initially, the more was maybe $50 here, $50 there. It was like more beyond that. It was never at that point, and early on, it wasn't anything like He's calling me to like make a drastic thing initially. And I really just wanted to do what the Bible said, that 10%, and I could really see the benefits of it in my life. It was so powerful. After I decided to faithfully tithe, I could see bills being paid on time. I could see an abundance of resources that I had, not just financial, but like resources of time, resources of energy, resources of just people that came into my life, like this abundance of God's provisions that I could see after that. And I could directly link it to that giving from God. My favorite method of giving is through the app, because I do the recurring giving, and that's because that's my tithe, and I don't have to remember to do it on payday, right? But then once a month, and I'm doing more than that as an offering that goes towards that. It's always easier for me, and my favorite is to do it online because I don't keep a checkbook anymore. I don't keep cash anymore, and that's really the easiest, most convenient way for me. And it just feels more natural. Okay, so I have two scriptures. The first one that has spoken to me over some time is in Matthew 10:7-8. As you go, proclaim this message. The kingdom of heaven has come near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. And the second is 2 Corinthians 9:7. Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. My favorite is this last time of prayer and meditation. We had 21 days of fast that we were preparing for the legacy offering. And I remember looking up at the screen and seeing like the levels of generosity that were there. And I was praying on it, and I was fasting, and I had it in my heart, okay, God, I'm going to give this amount. But I could feel this nudging to go higher. And I kept going, I can't do that. I can't do that. So over those 21 days, there was this back and forth between, me praying about it and God saying, no, this is what you're going to do. And so finally it came to the day that we were doing that. And I remember distinctly saying to God, as I'm writing out my prayer card or writing out the legacy card, is that, okay, God, I can do this much. And I know you're telling me to do this much. I can't do that. So I need you, Father, to help me with this. So that's what I wrote down what he said, and I turned it in. And what I did not know at that day, so that was the end of November. And what I did not know is that then about 2 weeks later, on December 16th, I found out that my job was going away, but that I was going to get paid out my back PTO. I didn't expect this money, but I get chills. But the amount of that back PTO covered the full amount that God told me to donate, that God told me to tithe. And what was so beautiful was that I recently received that amount, and I was able to turn around and just pay it. Just pay it like he said. And that gave me such joy in that I could see what God told me to do, and that I did it, and I could feel the acceptance and the joy and the change in my heart in another opportunity to trust him and to see what that looks like. And that portion that he had me pay, that I got from that paid out PTO, is not all that I put towards that amount. I'm paying what I said I could, so it's above what my offering on there was, but that God told me that amount, and that's exactly what I got paid. It's just mind-blowing. It's just amazing.